Coldest air in decades to follow storm with temperatures set to plummet even further. What's going on, guys? May K Electric. Welcome back to another edition of the Jericho Report Weekly News Briefing. It is Saturday, January the 4th, 2014. First link below is going to take you to the Blogspot post. That's where you can find all this madness I'm going to give you. Of course, the lead story of the big nor'easter going on. We got another Alberta clipper coming down. It's just going to be brutal cold for a big part of the country. Everybody, please bundle up, stay warm, stay safe. I'll put this first link from CNN regarding the storm. We do have other news going on. We've got H1N1 outbreak in Ann Arbor. I guess that's Michigan. These patients are very, very ill. This is from CBS Detroit. Be advised, not sure how much further, how much worse that's going to get. Massive fireball from North Dakota. Oil train derailment caught on tape. 2 trains traveling opposite directions. One derails. Just so happens to slam into one carrying oil cars. Did you see that? Check it out. Zero Hedge has got the pictures from the Daily Caller. It should be interesting to note more train derailments in 2014. How many did we have in 2013? Just take note. From the Daily Caller, we got good news from Chicago. Only 413 murdered Americans 2013. Way to go, gun control. Rahm Emanuel, what the hell's your problem? Democrat who thinks Second Amendment is obsolete announces candidacy for Ohio Supreme Court. Why not? Put a link to it. Speaking of the Second Amendment, from the Mail Online, residents form vigilante groups after cuts to Sheriff Department's budget mean police only respond to life-threatening incidents. Where's this? Rural Oregon. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. Right? From ABC News, we got FAA approved 6 drone by delivery by drone test sites. Here we go, delivery by drone. Are you ready for that? From the Blaze, we got one more in the general bin. Reminder, new light bulb ban kicks in on January 1st. Oh, incandescent light bulbs. You know, if you're somebody who studies frequency, you have to ask yourself, is this light bulb ban, is it about conserving energy or is it about mind control? Do a little research on fluorescent transformers. Put a link to this. Over to financial news, how the Dow Jones Industrial Average did Friday. Looks like we're about 16.5 thousand. Do I hear 17, 18, 20,000 on the Dow? Will we see that this year? Wouldn't surprise me. Senator wants refunds for Christmas delays. Apparently UPS and FedEx had problems getting their packages out. What must Tom Hanks think? From the New York Post, Obamacare, latest whopper, more trouble with Obamacare. Put a link to this. I didn't read through it. I'm sure it's more blah, blah, blah. From the Free Patriot, Georgia Obamacare non-compliance bill introduced. Put a link to it. From Breitbart, 8 ways to opt out of Obamacare. This is, you want to read this if you want to opt out of Obamacare. Or you can just be like me and say, screw you, I'm not going to comply. From the Mail Online, we got one more here. They had no idea if my insurance was active or not. Obamacare confusion as frustrated parents walk out of hospitals without treatment. Just the beginning of the troubles we're going to see, I'm sure. Put a link to it. Over to New World Order and Police State News now. We got this from Forbes. Obama to Americans, you don't deserve to be free. What's this? Put a link to it. I don't know. We got this. Be advised and alert on this. Obama announces new executive actions on gun background checks. This from Hub Politics come out on the 3rd of January. Put a link to this. Executive orders. More executive orders to come down, I am sure. We got, let's see, new gun laws. Let my computer catch up here. New gun law steps over the line of the sand. I think we stepped over the line in the sand like years ago. But this from San Diego. This talking about the... Let's see, gun registration, always blah, 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 more, just more tightening on, I think, long guns is what they're talking about there. From the Blaze, Connecticut gun owners wait in line to do something many gun owners hope they never have to. Submit? I don't know, I'll put a link to it. They're talking about registration, this and that. I don't know why people are complying with this crap. From RT, we got LAPD to deploy drug detection swab test at sobriety checkpoints. More of this going on. Meanwhile, local story out of St. Louis. St. Louis to become DUI no refusal zone. Oh, if you refuse to follow directives at any DUI checkpoint, they're going to take your blood, and they're going to do all this crap. More is it about drunk driving or is it about control over human beings? Ask yourself. From Swan, we got information overload. NSA can't make sense of all that data. Right on, we are flooding the internet with all kinds of crap. They can't make any sense out of it. But got another one from Swan. NSA building new supercomputer. You won't believe what it does. Owning the internet. Put a link to it. Go back and watch the movie. What was it? 1996. Enemy of the State. Tell me that wasn't predictive programming. From the New York Times, district judge upholds government's right to search electronics at border. Be advised, if you're crossing the border of the United States, they can legally copy everything on your smartphones, hard drives, computers, everything. You're going to want to be aware of this if you travel. Put a link to it. One more in the police state bin. China. Some good news here. China rejects shipments of genetically modified corn. We've heard this before. I believe this is a new article. Come out December 27. Put a link to it. Over to World War III news. CNN poll, Afghanistan war. Most unpopular in U.S. history. Well, bring our troops home then. What the hell? Put a link to it. From Powerline, the New York Times attempt to whitewash Benghazi. Not just wrong, but futile. Right up here on Benghazi. Put a link to it. Got one here. Kim Jong-un's uncle. I don't know about this. This is from the Daily Star. Was killed after being stripped naked and fed to hungry dogs. Wow. Speaking of Kim Jong-un, the Telegraph has this. Where is his wife? Anybody seen his wife? I don't really care, but interesting article here. Put a link to it. Who knows? Over to Earth changes in 2012 news now. Check this out. First asteroid discovered in 2014 hits Earth's atmosphere. Remember the movie Armageddon? Dan, we didn't see this thing coming. I'll put a link to it. Luckily, it didn't do any damage. Put a link to this here. Mysterious loud boom rattles most of the city. Where was this? Corpus Christi, Texas. More loud booms going on. Ison, are you talking to us? I don't know, man. Put a link to it. Craziness starting off the year with loud booms and things flying by us already. I'm letting the computer catch up here. Okay. Global warming scientists forced to admit defeat because of too much ice. Did you see that ship stranded in the ice? I think the ship is still stranded in the ice. Al Gore, anything you want to say? Put a link to this from the Mail Online. That's amazing. Anybody remember ClimateGate? Let's see. From NBC News, speaking of ClimateGate, climate change expert sentenced to 32 months for fraud, saying lying was a rush. What? This mainstream article here, you would think that was coming from a conspiracy website. Put a link to it. We got this here. Video, sun has flipped upside down as new magnetic cycle begins. I don't know. Put a link to it. Did see that there were some strong M flares. I don't know if they were Earth directed. I don't think they were. Other news here. El Salvador volcano erupts, prompting evacuations. This from NBC World News 5 days ago. Put a link to this. Get out of the way of hot running magma. Peak. Oh, look at this. New sinkhole in Fulo. I don't know where this is. Somewhere over in the UK. Big sinkhole. Check that out. More sinkholes and train derailments and flipping of the sun and things flying through the atmosphere. Tell you, it's going to be a great year of just exciting news. Truck falls into massive sinkhole on Big Island, Hawaii. Check out that sinkhole. Swallowed a truck. Man, look, you got to pull it up and check that picture out. That's crazy. More dead birds. More dead birds. Dead birds fall from sky again in Arkansas on New Year's Eve. I guess it was the fireworks. We can probably confirm it. It was the fireworks. I don't know. Put a link to it. One more. Fracking hot. North Dakota man sets tap water on fire. Not the first time we've seen that before either. Put a link to it. That posted December 31st. Over to, where are we here? Strange and bizarre news. UFO sightings reported Tuesday across California. UFOs. Put a link to it. Man, it's like it's like last year's news is echoing. NBC Connecticut. Son killed mother, mutilated her body, says police report. Maybe the UFOs told them to do it. I don't know, craziness going on. Girl gets trapped in washing machine playing hide and seek. How do you get trapped in a washing machine? I don't know, I'll put this from Hawaii News now. Mystery object in tunnel may be giant fossil, says claim. Is this a Seattle thing? I saw something else saying that this is was another pipe. I don't know, I'll put a link to it. Whoa. Pop-ups. Let me get rid of this. Okay, military style raid on California power station spooks U.S. I'll put a link to it. If you want to read more in it, I don't know. From the Free Patriot, we got one more in the Strange and Bizarre bin. The facade is gone. Michelle Obama going at it alone. Divorce in the works? ? I don't know. It's from the Free Patriot. They got the. I kind of doubt it, but who knows? I think Michelle's still kind of pissed about the whole selfie thing over at the. Hey, I'm Obama. I'm going to take a picture with this chick over here, and then we're going to switch seats because, my wife's mad at me thing. Anyway, for all other news, please check my favorites. I have favorited tons of videos this week. Thank you to everybody who puts out content. Do have a couple shout-outs this week. Shout out to Tenebroust. He put out a video now. Warning, do not click the next link. if you can't take bad language. Seriously. He did a great rant about Duck Dynasty and NSA and the job numbers. But language advisory, do not watch that video if you have sensitive ears. One more, I think that's probably the best rant of 2013, though. One more shout out to China's giant frozen castle built entirely from ice. Just pull it up. If you want to take a break from the doom and gloom and you want to see something beautiful, pull it up and scroll through the pictures. Look at what mankind is capable of doing. Wouldn't it be great if we could just put our differences aside, and if the world wasn't run by warmongers trying to make profit off everything? Look at, this is just beautiful, beautiful. Take a minute, take a break from the news and scroll through these pictures of the China ice castle. I mean, wow. Wow, it's amazing what we can do. If we just, think how great the world would be if everybody would just stop and do something beautiful instead of blow each other up. I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for this week. If you like the report, please give me a thumbs up or a +1, whatever it is. It helps it move around YouTube. I appreciate it. You can also follow me on Google+, Facebook, Twitter for new video alerts, live show alerts, breaking news alerts, things like that. All the links will be at the bottom. That's all I got. Another week of madness. Again, it sounds like we're echoing the news from last year, just probably a little bit more intense. I don't know. I'm looking forward to see what 2014 has to bring. But for those of you in the U.S. dealing with these cold temperatures, stay warm, stay safe. I will see you on the next one.